Awesome. Well, hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. And thank you all for joining us tonight. This is our Health, Wealth, and Happiness call. My name is Allison Fitzpatrick, and I've been with the Juice Plus Company now for 3.5 years. We run this call the first Tuesday of each month, and it's one of our absolute favorite calls. Tonight, you're going to hear about our amazing products, why we're also passionate about this business, and you're going to hear stories of inspiration that we hope will help you dream a little bit bigger and see the vision of what this could be for you. So we all know health is wealth, right? And when we're healthier, we're happier. And when we have more time freedom and more financial freedom, we're able to find happiness in being able to do the things we want to do rather than doing the things that we have to do. So for me, immediately I fell in love with the Juice Plus products and then completely fell in love with the business. As a stay-at-home mom, I love how this business has allowed me to do something that I love, something that I'm passionate about, while still being able to be around for my kids and being able to say yes to more. You know, I'm able to do this business in stolen moments. So it's really given me that time freedom and that financial freedom that I was looking for. And, you know, one of the biggest things that I didn't even know that I was missing was community. For me, the community and the people that I've met in this business has just been absolutely amazing. And, you know, the business is just fun. That's the biggest reason why I love this business. So we all know that behind all great businesses are amazing products. So I'm going to just pass it right over to Stacy, and she's going to talk to us about our products.
Thank you, Allison. So my name is Stacy, and I'm just going to go over our products very quickly. And the reason why I can do that so fast is because we do not have an extremely large product base. The products that we have, we do as excellently, if I can use that as a word, as possible. So we keep it simple, and we are in the business of helping people get healthier. So what we have right here is something called our Core 4. I'm going to take away one of them, the orange, and we have in these bottles fruits, vegetables, and berry plant powders. And, you know, it seems like it's a Jetson pill, and it kind of is, something from the future. What we've been able to do as a company is take vine-ripened, organic, non-GMO fruits, vegetables, and berries. We take the whole entire fruit, we dehydrate it, we freeze it, we crush it all up, the skin, the peel, the core, everything. So we're getting all of the nutrients packed in, and then it gets crushed and put into a vegan capsule. For adults who can swallow them, we've got these, and kids. My kids can swallow all of them at one time, better than I can. But they also come in a yummy gummy, which is also vegan. So what I love about these products is that they are something called NSF certified. And what that means is that they are totally clean. The NSF is an independent third party that looks at the food quality and is looking at all things, packaging included. So when our products get tested, we know that there's 0 contaminants in there. So when something's certified organic by the USDA, that means it can have up to 10% pesticides in it. And what makes me feel good about, you know, consuming these products and giving them to my family is the fact that I know there's nothing in there that is not good for our bodies. So those are the first 3. We also have a vegan omega. And what that means is that there's no fish in our omegas. Where the omegas come from is the algae. So what we've done is we've gotten rid of the middle fish, gone straight to the source of the algae, and we've also gone to other seeds. So seed oils are other places where you can get omegas. So we have a complete wide spectrum omegas, which is omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And we know omegas to be really good for brain health, heart health, as well as hair, skin, and nails. So together with our Core 4, you're getting 39 different varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries and oils into your body just like that. So instead of getting a whole table full of fruits and vegetables, we have these to supplement. I'm going to use that word. We're supposed to be getting 9 to 13 servings every day. A serving size is your fist. Most of us just can't consume that much or don't have time to consume that much. So this is where these products come in. They bridge the gap between what we're supposed to get every day and what we actually consume. And even on the best of days, sometimes we need more. If you're an athlete or someone who works out heavily, the number that 7 to 9, 9 to 13 servings goes upwards to 18 to 22, depending on what type of athlete you are. So if you're someone who does triathlons, for example, you need these to repair your body and keep you performing. So those are those. These are also called phytonutrients or micronutrients. So we need two types of nutrition in our body, the micronutrients, and we also need macros. Most people are most familiar with macros. Those are your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. So that's where our complete comes in. They come in chocolate and vanilla. Super yummy. I threw away all other plant powders that I had when I tried these. These are also vegan and gluten-free. And these compact with 13 grams of protein. The glycemic index is also really low on them, so this makes it safe for diabetics. And just to swing it back around, all of our capsules too, there's no sugar in here, so everything is safe for everybody. And when I mean everybody, I mean if you're pregnant and nursing, if you're having a health issue, we always say let's refer back to your doctor, but it is safe for everyone. It's just food. So if you can have fruits, vegetables, berries, and another 13 sources or so, 14 sources of plants, which is what these are, you can take our products. Lastly, I'm gonna go quickly into, I'm gonna turn my camera a little bit. This is our tower garden. And what that is an indoor aeroponic gardening system. So mine has been growing since mid-September actually. So you can go indoors or outdoors with it. Again, you're getting organic, non-GMO vegetables in your house or outside. I will take it outside in the warmer weather where you can just grow from home. So the next best thing to growing your own is getting them this way. So that's our products as a whole. I'm gonna take this and pass it to Lee.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lee. I actually just bought my first house in Amesbury, Massachusetts, and I'm getting married this July. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to share my story and to hear the other stories tonight. I had been introduced to Juice Plus products about 2 months ago from my friend Brooke, who's actually also my yoga instructor. So for many, many years since I was really little, I had struggled with IBS symptoms on a daily basis. I had tried many different things over those years, and nothing had ever consistently changed any of my symptoms. I decided to go to a naturopathic doctor later last year, and I was quoted a program that was going to cost me almost $7,000 and had absolutely no guaranteed results. I had actually been introduced to the Juice Plus products before that appointment, and the cost of that program kind of led me back to Juice Plus because it's significantly more affordable. I figured that since I wasn't going to have any guaranteed results, I wanted to give Juice Plus a try, and I knew that real food and better nutrition was really going to help me. So since starting the products over a month ago, I have noticed a significant decrease in my IBS symptoms. And this is a huge change for me because that is something I have struggled with for a really long time, absolutely every day. I also did the shred. I'm doing my second shred right now. And while I'm on the shred and since then, I've also noticed some increased energy, better quality of sleep, less bloating, and a decrease in my sugar cravings, which is absolutely something I've struggled with for a long time. So I'm really grateful that I've been introduced to Juice Plus. I'm so excited with what it's done for me so far, and I'm absolutely super excited to see what it can do for me moving forward. So for now, I'm going to pass it on to Jetta to have her share her story.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Leah, for sharing that beautiful story. Congrats. My name is Jetta, like the car, Jetta, vroom, vroom. So the person that introduced me into this product is Miss Fabulous Jeannie. She's also on the call with us. The reason why I said yes is because why wouldn't you as Jeannie? No, really. Jeannie Jeannie had great knowledge on the product in itself. And during that time in my life, I needed to make a drastic change. I was gaining a lot of weight. I was always on the go. I wasn't meal prepping. I practically didn't know anything much about food, like what good foods we need to eat. So when Jenny mentioned this stuff and mentioned the fruits, the veggies, and I the research, of course, because we all go online and stuff. My instinct told me just go for it. So that's exactly what I did. And then I have been in the product right now for a month and a half, and I have seen huge changes. I have a lot more energy. My skin looks a lot better. And I didn't really know that it was the products until this weekend after meeting this beautiful community of like-minded people, because everyone is truly about health and wellness. I learned so much in a matter of 4 days about food. Allison has been a huge mentor with food habits and eating the right foods. And to me, it was a no-brainer. To me, it's simple. Fruits, vegetables, we need it. It makes us feel good. It's healthy. And the Tower Garden blew my mind, because just the idea of being able to grow fresh greens in your home is genius. So that's why I joined. And being a mindset coach, you need to have a healthy body. So to me, I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I don't show this to the people that I love the most. So thank you, all of my people, for joining in. And that's why I had you join, because I felt like this is something that you all really need to know. So that's my story.
Awesome. Thank you, Jetta, and thank you, Leah. I love both of your stories. And it's amazing what, just fueling your body and flooding your body with tons of fruits and vegetables is going to do every day, right? We have better energy, better sleep, better skin. Some people who have IBS issues, all things like that. So I just love both of your stories. So I appreciate both of you coming on and sharing tonight. And so I'm going to pass it right over to Hilary. She's going to talk a little bit more about our business.
Hi guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Hilary. I live in Washington, D.C. I am a physical therapist and a IIN health coach, and I've been part of the Juice Plus company for over 4.5 years. So you've heard some great stories about the products, and you've heard about the products, which are amazing, which is why I said yes to the business. But as much as I love the products, I love the business model even more. And the more I learn about network marketing companies and about our company, Juice Plus Company, I have fallen more and more in love with this business model. And so will you once you learn about it. So when I was introduced to the business, I already owned my own PT practice. I was trading dollars for hours. When I see patients, I get paid. And when I don't see patients, I don't get paid. If I wanted to take some time off to go on vacation with my kids or volunteer at their school, I was not getting paid. And so a lot of us trade dollars for hours with no matter what career or what profession we're in. And so the great thing about Juice Plus, it has taught me a way to work harder, taught me a way to work smarter, not harder. And so what I've done is while I'm working my full-time business, I've started to grow my Juice Plus business at the same time. Lots of people do this business in many different ways. There's lots of full-time moms who do it, that's their primary source of income. There's people who have their own businesses and do it at the same time. There's people who have full-time jobs or part-time jobs and add Juice Plus to it. So you can really do this business no matter what you're doing in your current life right now. So I've been able to build a second source of income while I have my full-time job, and which I have loved. And when I started off, I didn't even realize how important this Juice Plus business was going to become to me. I never had something called a plan B, a backup plan. So as I've gotten older as a physical therapist, at some point, I'm not going to want to be a physical therapist anymore. My hands are going to get too tired. It's a very manual job. Or God forbid, I get injured and I can't practice as a physical therapist. I didn't have a backup plan. And I love helping people and inspiring healthy living. And with Juice Plus, I get to do that on such a bigger scale than I can do as a physical therapist. So I know I'm not going to retire when I'm done being a physical therapist. I'm going to continue working my Juice Plus business, which I'm really, really excited about. So I want to share the difference between our type of business model and a traditional business model. So a traditional business model, you have, it's basically a triangle. Can you see that? Okay. A triangle with the CEO at the top. And then there's a lot of different levels underneath that. And the only way you can get to the top is it's super competitive. So everyone starts usually at the bottom, or sometimes you can get hired at like middle manager or higher. But the only way you get to the CEO level, which is very rare because there's only one CEO in every single company, is to be super competitive and trying to, get to the top. And there's not a lot of room up there. So what I love about the Juice Plus model is you take that same exact structure, but you flip it on its head, so it's completely opposite. We also have a CEO position called a National Marketing Director. So that's called an NMD. We also have levels underneath that. But the beautiful thing about our company is everybody comes in at the exact same level. So no matter whether you are a lawyer, a doctor, a bartender, a stay-at-home mom, we all come in at this same level, and we all pay the exact same amount to become a partner with the company. It's $55 a year. And we do have these levels that we work up also. These are called promotions. And anyone who, decides that they want to do this and works for it, works their way up. The more people you help along the way, that's how we help each other. And unlike the traditional business model, we are not competitive. We are so collaborative. We help each other. We want each other to succeed. It's definitely a teamwork, which is very different than most companies. Also at our top level, this is your own business, it is your own franchise, but you also have the perks of being part of a big company. So at that top level, you get full benefits. That's health benefits, dental benefits, tuition reimbursement, a holiday bonus. As owning my own PT company, I haven't had a holiday bonus until the past couple of years through Juice Plus. So that's pretty amazing. All right, so then the other thing I want to talk about is a couple, as I said, I love the business model, but when I joined, I had a lot of questions and skepticisms around network marketing, as I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So lots of times people will be like, oh, is it one of those things, a pyramid scheme? Pyramid schemes are illegal. So a lot of times people will say that, but they don't even know what a pyramid scheme is. So it's been illegal since the 1970s. If it was one of those things, this company would not be around. This company's been around for over 25 years. The products are amazing. The products have never been recalled. And the CEO of the company and founder is still part of the business and the company today, which is pretty amazing. So the other myth that a lot of people think is that you have to be good at selling. I personally hate selling. Everybody who's on this call, who's part of this team, hates selling. None of us like to be sold to or like selling. It's really just sharing about products that you love, just as you would share your favorite hairdresser or your favorite restaurant. When you start these products and fall in love with these products as much as the stories that you've heard, and I promise that it's going to be easy. You're going to want to tell your sister about it, or your best friend, or the mom on the playground about it. It just becomes really easy to share. You just share from your heart. So then the last thing that a lot of people, get a little worried about joining this type of business is that you need to know a lot of people, and you don't. You need to know some people. You need to know a couple people. So when I started off this business, I shared with two people, Becky and Stacy. Stacy's on this call. Stacy then shared with two people. Becky shared with two people. One of them was Allison, who's on this call. And then Allison shared with two. So I just want to show you how that works. So just by me sharing with two people to begin with, and then they shared with two, those two people become four. If four people share with two, that becomes 8 people. If 8 share with two, it becomes 16. 16 share with two, it becomes 32. So it multiplies and duplicates really, really quickly. If you decide that I want to go gung-ho and really do this full time or make a lot of money quickly because you have to or you want to, instead of sharing with just 2 people, say you decide to share with 5 people, and those 5 people share with 5 people, that becomes 25 people. If those 25 people share with 5, it becomes 125, and then it multiplies to 625 to 3,000 so quickly. You do not need that many people in your business to be successful, but you can just see with the power of numbers how duplicatable this is. And it is very duplicatable. Once you join this business, you are part of this team. We will teach you everything you need to know, and it's really, really fun. So what brings all of these, what I love most is hearing stories. So you've heard my story. I'm going to pass it over to Sarah, who's going to tell you her story and why she said yes to the business. So Sarah, go ahead and take yourself off mute.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Edmonds. I'm a licensed psychotherapist in North Bethesda, Maryland. And that's kind of my day job. I treat a lot of people who have anxiety, depression, trauma-related issues. And I became very interested in the effects of nutrition on mental health and using food as medicine and treating mental health issues. in addition to that, I am also a mom of 3 kids. I've got 2 in college and still 1 in 3rd grade. So I'm also really busy and needing to find, a business that I can do in my quote unquote not spare time in my stolen moments. I said yes to this business. Like Allison, you nailed it at the beginning of this call when you talked about community and fun. I needed that as a balance to what I do professionally. Being a psychotherapist is very rewarding, but it's a heavy duty profession in a lot of ways. I'm dealing with a lot of people who are facing a lot of really hard challenges, and I wanted a way to find sort of a balance to that, a way that I could go out into the community and talk to people about nutrition and mental health in a way that's really positive and uplifting, and also give people a tool, something that they can really use. So if they can't access therapy for whatever reason, or if they need something in addition to, this product is such a no-brainer. It's there's so much evidence now about the relationship between having good gut health, having the appropriate amount of micronutrients, macronutrients, just like we've talked about, and the ability of that to prevent disease, not just physical disease, but mental health disease. So this gives me a really fun, positive, enthusiastic way to talk about these issues. And I've kind of come up with this little slogan for myself, kind of parties, not patients. I really like doing the salad in a jar parties, getting out. I don't have a collegial environment. I work one-on-one with people. I'm just me and my clients kind of back to back all day in the office. I don't have people that I can really talk to about what I'm doing. And so for me, this business has provided that. And it's made it really fun and exciting, and just gives a whole new dimension to what I do, and just makes me feel really positive about what I'm doing as well. And I know that there's nobody who this product cannot be useful for. It's food, it's not a supplement, it's perfectly safe. If you're not going to get into the medication issues, which for some people, that's just not an alternative. Feed your body right, exercise, get into the healthy lifestyle. It goes so far. And so this gives me an opportunity and a way to sort of express that to people. And I've been on the products myself ever since Hilary introduced them to me. And it's just so simple. I love doing the Shred 10. I love having the community. I love having the support. It helps me to practice what I preach. So that's my story. And I will pass it off now to Patti.
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Yes? Okay. So hi, it's great to be on with everyone tonight. Nice to meet everyone virtually. My name is Patti. I'm based out of, live in Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. I'm a mom, a wife, and I used to be a communication professional, but I'm on a little sabbatical right now. So I'm focusing a lot on family time and family projects and things like that. But I first started with Juice Plus through my friend Stacy. Really, I've always been a person that's focused on my health and really on my nutrition and my activity level. And I knew my activity level probably wasn't A+ with that. But my nutrition, I felt like I was missing out on something, and I was looking for something that wasn't necessarily a calorie counting or diet or anything like that. I really wanted something that was just a lifestyle change that I could live with for years to come. And so in came Stacy at the same time that I was going through this analysis and research, and shared Juice Plus. So I started straight out with all the products that you've already heard about tonight. And I also started with the Shred 10, with the 10 days of those 10 habits, right? And so when I did that, I did more than 10. I did over 40 days straight. And as I finished that program, I actually celebrated with the the closure of my 40 days in Mexico on a vacation. And so I knew that that period of time really enhanced how I felt about food and how I felt about how in my body I felt lighter. My skin was amazing. I've always suffered with very dry skin. And so this helped relieve a lot of those symptoms. And then I also felt just a peace of mind attitude. I felt like knowing that I was feeding my body with a lot of great things as far as the products are concerned, but I also just consciously changed my how I was eating at home, how I was preparing foods, and what ingredients am I putting into. And that comes all along from the community, and I'll share that in a little bit. But pretty much my palate changed, everything about how I consume food, like certain sugars to this day, sweet products, things with added sugar bother my palate. It tastes very awful to me. Even toxin sugars, as I call them, like Splenda and things that are in like Diet Cokes and things like that, that bothers me. And I used to be able to eat all that, and now I can't, just because of the manner in which I changed my nutrition, thanks to Juice Plus. Because of that, I decided that I really wanted to make sure I shared it. And after I lived those 40 days, I said, this is so possible. If I can do this and I could focus on it, and then I didn't feel like I was making sacrifices, that I was missing out on anything. I said, I really want to share. And I started sharing really with a smaller group of people, with my family, my spouse, people very close to my circle. And as I started sharing and feeling very passionate about, as I was talking about everything and really explaining to folks how I felt, and I was so emotional about it that I started thinking, I might as well become a distributor. Why not help promote the product in a formal way, get all the information I need, become educated more on the products, and be able to share it formally with others outside of even the small circle. And so I did that, and I became a distributor. And I want to say that I didn't become a distributor for the money or because I wanted something to do. Because I was already speaking about the products a lot, and I felt as though I want to represent Juice Plus formally, and I want to make sure that I'm really informed and in tune, and have the proper tools in my toolbox to be able to talk about it. And so I did that, and I felt great. I actually have been able to expand my focus on this year. I've been focusing a lot on children, so sharing my experiences with how Juice Plus has enhanced my child's life. I have a young child who's had, I've noticed, less doctor visits, less colds, less use of nebulizers, better digestion. All kids struggle with going to the bathroom. I think that this has been a salvation for our family. And I've been able to share that with a lot of parents that are constantly telling me that their kids struggle with fruits and veggies and getting them in just through their normal meal planning. So this has been one of the strategies that I'm working on in 2020 to help drive my business to the next level. Overall, I would say that the business lets you work at your own pace, which I find that very pleasing, because there's nothing worse and unmotivating to me than the pressure of like a quota. So I think that's really nice to be able to work at your own pace. And also, some of you out there may be people that are motivated by money or by a title. You can do that as well. It's great. But for me, I'm motivated by just making other people happy and changing their lives. And so that's why I like to promote the business as much as possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Patti. And thank you, Sarah, for both sharing your stories tonight. And, thank you everybody who shared stories tonight. I'm sure you can all see why we're all just so passionate, not only about the products, but for really what this business has been able to do for us. So if you're listening to this call and anything resonates with you, whether it's the product and you want to improve your own health or somebody else's that you may know, or maybe it's the business and you're looking for something where you can help people, but also where you can really just dream bigger for yourself. We always like to leave you with the question, what if? What if you could have more energy? What if you could improve your health in ways you didn't realize? What if you could be home with your kids rather than working, a 9-to-5 job? What if you could say yes to more? So if this sounds like something that you might want to hear more about, definitely be sure to contact the person that invited you to the call. And I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We know that life can be crazy busy, and we appreciate everybody taking the time to be with us tonight. And we hope you all have a wonderful night. So I am going to stop the recording.